Yes, I saw this morning and I just want to make a public service announcement. My attorney just put a restraining order on her, and it includes every single person in this entire family. I can't believe Blue's friends and y'all people just letting her roam around Los Angeles and everybody. That's ludicrous to me. And then his supposedly ass friends hanging out with her while she him. It's cool though. Y'all let her know. My attorney just put a restraining order on and I added every family member. I added family members that don't even live in California. Now play with it if you want to. That's all I got to say.
The internet woke up confused, concerned, and absolutely losing its mind because apparently Chrisean Rock went on the run. Karlissa was waving around evidence. And the Ronny saga had officially mutated into a storyline so unhinged it makes the Kardashians look like they argue about scented candles and herb gardens. This wasn't drama. This was a digital earthquake with aftershocks strong enough to knock the whole timeline sideways. One rumor said Chrisean vanished. Another said she dipped out of town. A third said she simply went jogging and the internet turned it into a nationwide manhunt. Welcome to social media, where facts go to die and chaos pays rent. And right in the middle of all this, Karlissa, Blueface's mother, the self-appointed commander-in-chief of Let Me Call the Cops Real. Quick, this woman didn't just pick up the phone. She allegedly delivered evidence, like she was auditioning for a legal drama on Zeus Network. Screenshots, voice notes, timestamps, things nobody asked for. She was ready to hand over everything except her own peace and quiet. Now the entire world wants to know. Did Chrisean really run? Did Karlissa really drop evidence? And why is Ronny's name being dragged back into the spotlight like a ghost refusing to stay buried? Buckle up, this saga is about to get insane. The Ronny saga didn't come back quietly. It returned like a drunk uncle at a wedding, knocking over tables and demanding attention. One minute, everything online was calm. The next minute, Chrisean Rock's name was trending worldwide under hashtags nobody could fully understand. Hashtag Chrisean Thrawn, hashtag Karlissa evidence drop, hashtag Ronny returns. The internet basically created a trilogy before sunrise, and not one person actually knew what was going on. But that's the beauty of a modern scandal. Ignorance never stops. People from screaming like experts. It started with a simple rumor: Chrisean's missing. That alone was enough to cause hysteria. But Twitter doesn't do subtle panic, it does full-blown meltdown. Someone tweeted she left her house. And suddenly people were acting like she crossed the border with a duffel bag and a forged passport. Another user said she wasn't answering her phone. And boom, the entire timeline assumed she was sprinting down a highway like an action movie fugitive. Nobody stopped to think maybe she was asleep, maybe she was in the gym. Maybe she was ignoring the internet like a sane person. No, logic wasn't invited to this party. Then came Karlissa, the chaos conductor, the mother-in-law of madness. The woman who treats social media like her personal hotline for contacting the authorities. She hit the internet with the confidence of someone who truly believes she is the main character of the universe. She claimed she had evidence. She hinted she talked to the cops. She teased that all truths would come out soon. And let's be honest, anytime Karlissa says she has evidence, the entire internet collectively faints because nobody knows if it's actual evidence or just screenshots she took of her own camera roll by accident. The evidence, according to her, had something to do with Ronny. And the second that name resurfaced, the internet fell into a nostalgia spiral of old rumors, half-baked theories. And the legendary messy saga people thought was finally dead and buried. But just like every toxic relationship, the Ronny storyline came back from the grave stronger, louder, and 10 times more dramatic. People started posting timelines like they were private investigators. They pulled up old clips, old beefs, old comments, old everything, trying to glue together a puzzle that was never even complete in the first place. And what was Chrisean doing during all of this? Absolutely nothing suspicious. Not hiding. Not running. Not dodging law enforcement. She was quite literally out for a jog. A regular jog. Like a normal human being who sometimes exercises. But the internet saw one blurry live video of her running on a sidewalk and immediately decided she was escaping the scene. Someone wrote, "Why is she running like that?" And the meme factory exploded into full production. Suddenly, TikTok was filled with edits of her jogging set to dramatic chase music from action movies. People started stitching clips pretending they were detectives tracking her down. It was embarrassing and hysterical at the same time. The funniest part? Karlissa didn't slow down the insanity, she added gasoline. She started making posts that implied Chrisean knew what she did. She acted like she was briefing the FBI on a high-profile case. She used phrases like, handed over what needed to be handed and let the authorities do their job, which only made people more confused because nobody knew whether she meant the police, a pastor, or her own Facebook group chat. One minute she was playing victim, the next minute she was playing law enforcement. And neither role fit her, but she played both with Oscar-level delusion. Blogs jumped in immediately. Every drama page, reaction channel, and clout hunting accounts started dropping headlines that made the situation sound 10 times worse than reality. Chrisean flees after evidence surfaces. Karlissa drops bombshell. Ronny case reopened, completely ignoring the fact that 80% of the information was built on speculation. 15% was Karlissa's imagination, and the remaining 5% was a video of Chrisean doing cardio. But drama sells and accuracy doesn't get views. Comment sections were a battlefield. Supporters of Chrisean were defending her like she was on trial for her soul. She's literally running for health, not from police. I'll need hobbies. She can't even breathe without y'all turning it into a conspiracy. Meanwhile, Karlissa's cheerleaders hyped her up like she was delivering the State of the Union address. She'll always write. Karlissa don't lie. She come in with the facts. Even though historically speaking, Karlissa's facts tend to have the same reliability as expired milk. Then came the fake sightings. Oh yes, every scandal has them. Users started posting blurry random women jogging, claiming it was Chrisean in escape mode. Someone uploaded a video of a woman buying a smoothie, insisting Chrisean was on the run but staying hydrated. Another posted a clip of a girl filling gas, saying she was fleeing across state lines. The internet had lost its collective mind, and the memes were so outrageous even people outside the fandom tuned in for entertainment. As the confusion grew, one thing became crystal clear. The drama wasn't about facts, it was about vibes. And the vibes were loud, chaotic, and fueled by Karlissa's relentless storytelling. Every hour she posted something vague and dramatic. Every hour the internet twisted it even more. And every hour, Chrisean was living her life completely unaware of the storm being built out of thin air behind her. Eventually, Chrisean saw the hysteria online and responded the only way she knows how, with pure, unfiltered disbelief. She laughed. She told people to stop being weird. She made it clear she wasn't running from anyone. But at this point, the rumor was too juicy for people to let go. The internet doesn't stop a rumor because it's false. It stops when it gets bored. And this one, it was just getting warmed up. The internet spun itself right back into a cyclone of hysteria. If you thought the Chrisean is running storyline was ridiculous, the next wave of delusion made that look like Harvard-level logic. Suddenly, everybody from TikTok teens to washed-up YouTubers declared themselves experts in fugitive psychology. One reaction page even uploaded a video titled "Why Guilty People Run," while conveniently ignoring the fact that Chrisean was literally running on a treadmill at Planet Fitness. Context? Never heard of her. Then came the celebrities. Oh yes, because no Hollywood meltdown is complete until verified accounts start chiming in like drunk cousins at a family fight. A rapper tweeted, "This whole situation weird," which created a 50-tweet thread debating whether he meant the Ronny saga, Karlissa, or humanity in general. A reality star posted a crying laughing emoji with no caption. And the internet treated it like a coded confession from the Illuminati. And then Blueface, because of course he had to appear, jumped into the conversation like a raccoon breaking into a trash can. He commented, "Told y'all she'd be doing too much," which immediately inspired the entire timeline to roast him so aggressively that he stopped tweeting for 4 hours. A record. But the real circus act was Karlissa. She was posting so much that social media platforms looked like they were built just for her. Every hour she returned with a fresh rant, a new update, or some mysterious proof that absolutely nobody asked for. At one point, she uploaded a blurry screenshot of a contact list and claimed it was connected to the truth. People zoomed in 500% and realized it was just her phone's emergency contact settings. Another time she said, "I just handed the cops what I had," which sent the internet spiraling into a frenzy, even though she was likely referring to screenshots of Facebook Messenger threads she screenshotted. While her screen brightness was on low, Karlissa's followers treated her like a choir leader, guiding them straight into nonsense. They reposted her rants like scripture. They added dramatic captions, like "mothers always know," as if she just solved a cold case the FBI couldn't crack. Meanwhile, her critics dragged her so hard that her name trended right alongside Chrisean's. Memes erupted, comparing her evidence delivery to Maury Povich sprinting down a hallway with DNA results. Someone even photoshopped her into Law & Order, holding a binder labeled "Stuff I Found on My Son's Instagram." The Ronny saga itself twisted even further. Out of nowhere, a random rumor claimed police were reopening something, and people instantly linked it to Karlissa's claims. Blogs turned it into headlines. TikTok turned it into soap opera music edits. Twitter turned it into chaos. Users reposted old clips of Ronny talking about people switching up. And commenters acted like he was predicting this scandal from beyond the grave. The timeline became so dramatic. It felt like everyone collectively forgot this entire situation started because Karlissa misunderstood a live stream and the internet misinterpreted a cardio session as the narrative spiraled. Chrisean on the Run became a full-blown meme genre. People edited her jogging into movie scenes, Fast and Furious, Mission Impossible, even Forrest Gump. Someone added dramatic news chyrons under her running footage that said things like, "Breaking, Chrisean spotted escaping at light speed." Another person created a fake documentary trailer narrating, "In a world where running means guilt." It was peak internet clownery, and somehow people were taking it seriously. Meanwhile, the bigger creators joined the commentary war. A massive YouTuber dropped a reaction video titled, "The Chrisean running case makes nitrogen monoxide sense, but still monetized it 3 times." A TikTok star posted a 10-minute rant accusing everyone of being dramatic, while being equally dramatic. A podcaster said, "This story exposes the dark truth about social media," and immediately followed it up by posting 2 more segments about the same drama. Everyone pretended to hate the chaos, but nobody dared to log off. Then came the twist nobody expected. A leaked voice note allegedly from someone close to Ronny claiming Karlissa was over-exaggerating the whole thing and dragging people for nothing. The note spread like wildfire. People replayed it, slowed it down, sped it up, added subtitles, and acted like they were analyzing a prophecy. Suddenly, the narrative flipped. Instead of Chrisean is running, users started asking, "Wait, is Karlissa lying?" This shift shook the fandom like a plot twist in a telenovela. The same people yelling Chrisean guilty an hour earlier suddenly declared, "See? I knew she was innocent." The hypocrisy was so loud it echoed. Pages that once dragged Chrisean now posted inspirational quotes about the truth revealing itself. Reaction channels quietly deleted older videos. Even bloggers who claimed they had exclusive inside sources went suspiciously silent, as people switched sides like they were changing seats on a roller coaster. More leaks emerged. Someone posted messages of a person admitting they hyped the rumor just to go viral. Another leak claimed Karlissa misunderstood what she heard. A third leak implied the entire evidence drop was just her handing police screenshots of arguments that had nothing to do with the Ronny saga. And with every new leak, the internet's mood swung harder than a ceiling fan in a hurricane. During all this chaos, where was Chrisean? Living her life, posting selfies, going live, eating snacks, mindlessly. She even laughed at the running meme, telling fans, "Y'all crazy? I was literally just working out." And that one line wiped out 70% of the rumor's momentum. People suddenly felt stupid. The joke had outgrown the lie. But the remaining 30% of the internet refused to let go. They insisted Karlissa must know something. They said the evidence might be real. They claimed Chrisean's calmness was suspicious because the internet has never been able to distinguish confidence from conspiracies. And just when the rumors seemed to finally cool down, Karlissa popped up with another cryptic message. That one line restarted the entire circus. The internet doesn't need accuracy, it needs chaos. And Karlissa was more than happy to supply it. The aftermath of Karlissa's cryptic "Y'all ain't ready for part 2" hit the internet like a grenade inside a gossip group chat. The timeline didn't just react, it combusted. People were refreshing her page like they were waiting for Beyoncé tickets. Some believed she had real evidence. Others believed she had absolutely nothing but free time and data. And the rest? They were there for pure entertainment. Because at this point, the Ronny saga had evolved from confusing rumor to live-action soap opera with no budget and too many main characters, while everyone kept staring at Karlissa like she was about to reveal Area 51's secrets. The real plot twist came from the public's shifting perception of Chrisean. Overnight, she went from questionably involved to completely unbothered queen. People loved how she handled the chaos, laughing, chilling, minding her business while the internet tried to diagnose a crime that didn't even exist. Fans called it her untouchable era. Even her haters grudgingly admitted she had handled the situation with more maturity than half the adults arguing daily on TikTok. The sudden respect shocked everyone. Brands started reposting her again. Influencers wanted her on live streams. Editors put her on thumbnails with captions like "She didn't deserve this." People who once mocked her were now writing long essays about the dangers of misinformation. Even those who dragged her into the saga suddenly flipped and pretended they always defended her classic internet behavior. The mood online went from blaming her to praising her faster than a celebrity deleting a cheating apology post. Meanwhile, the rumor spreaders were getting cooked. Screenshots resurfaced of old comments accusing Chrisean, and users didn't hold back. "Where that same energy now?" they asked. "Admit you were wrong." Some accounts went private. Others turned off comments. A few issued apology notes in black backgrounds with white text, the universal format for "I messed up," but nobody accepted them. The internet wasn't in a forgiving mood, it was in a roasting mood. And then, as if this saga didn't already have more twists than a pretzel factory, a mysterious post popped up from someone allegedly connected to Ronny's circle. It simply said they knew exactly what they were doing when they dragged her name. That one sentence sent the internet into a fresh meltdown. Suddenly, the theory that Chrisean was a scapegoat wasn't just speculation. It felt like confirmation. People called Karlissa out instantly. "Are you the one who dragged her name on purpose? Did you misunderstand something again? Is this all just another Karlissa storyline?" The comments were ruthless. Karlissa reacted the only way Karlissa knows how, by posting even more cryptic nonsense. She dropped Bible verses, quotes about betrayal, and a photo of a folder titled "Proof," which everyone quickly realized was photoshopped because the shadow was facing the wrong direction. But logic didn't matter. Her fans hyped her up like she was leading an investigation for Homeland Security. Critics roasted her like she was doing improv comedy. And memes flooded the internet faster than you could blink. During all this chaos, Chrisean remained gloriously unbothered. She posted selfies. She danced on live. She showed her baby. She laughed at memes about herself. She even joked, "If running is a crime, I'm guilty then," which instantly became the most quoted line of the week. The internet declared it the comeback of the century, not because she fought back, but because she refused to give the drama any oxygen. It was the calmest clapback ever delivered in American history. But behind the comedy and memes, something deeper began happening. People started questioning Karlissa's intentions. Why did she immediately jump to the cops? Why did she frame the situation like a legal emergency? Why did she keep making vague claims without details? Even her own supporters looked confused. They wanted answers, not riddles. They wanted receipts, not recycled screenshots from old drama. The pressure started turning back onto her, and when Karlissa finally uploaded the evidence she claimed to have, it was a disaster. A spectacular, glorious disaster. It turned out to be a messy mix of old messages, irrelevant screenshots, and timestamps that didn't match anything. It looked less like evidence and more like someone dumped their camera roll into the group chat by mistake. People cried, laughing. Comment sections said things like, "Ma'am, what is this? This is not evidence. This is a scrapbook. Lock your phone and go to sleep." Even neutral pages couldn't resist roasting her. The moment that sealed it was when a verified drama page posted, "So, Chrisean didn't run, Ronny's case isn't reopening, and Karlissa brought the cops screenshots of nothing." The post went viral like wildfire. It officially stamped the narrative. Karlissa caused chaos based on nothing more than vibes and self-generated panic. The internet crowned her CEO of jumping to conclusions and awarded her a fake trophy someone photoshopped and circulated for laughs. At this point, the story had fully inverted. Chrisean equals innocent, unbothered, thriving. Karlissa equals chaotic, confused, spiraling. The internet equals absolutely entertained. And just when everyone started calming down, Chrisean posted a single message that reignited the entire firestorm. "Everything always comes to light. Even the lies people tell on my name." The internet went wild. Users started speculating she had real tea on Karlissa. Some said she planned to expose who started the rumor. Others said she had proof someone intentionally tried to ruin her name. Conspiracy threads exploded. Lives were scheduled. Reaction videos filmed themselves reacting to reactions. It became Inceptional-level drama. And that was when the final twist dropped. Someone in Ronny's circle hinted that they were dropping their side of the story soon, and it didn't involve Chrisean at all. One line shook the entire timeline like a lightning strike. If Chrisean wasn't involved, strike. If Chrisean wasn't involved, if Karlissa misunderstood, if the actual source knew the truth, then the real question wasn't whether Chrisean ran. It was who Karlissa was really running from. And if you survive this roller coaster without needing to lie down, hydrate, or question your own sanity, congratulations, you are officially built for celebrity chaos. You didn't just watch drama. You survived a digital wildfire sparked by a jog, fueled by a rumor, and set ablaze by Karlissa's Wi-Fi connection. So now do the only logical thing. Smash that like button like it owes you child support. Drop a comment like you're submitting sworn testimony. And hit subscribe before this saga mutates again and you're left confused in the group chat. Because let's be real, this mess isn't over. Not even close. Karlissa is definitely typing another clarification right now. Someone in Ronny's circle is drafting a mysterious paragraph for Instagram stories. And Chrisean, she's probably out jogging again, completely unaware the internet is treating her like the star of a fugitive documentary nobody asked for. This drama moves fast, wild, and without warning, and only Secret Scoop has the stamina to keep up with every twist. Turn on notifications like you're protecting national secrets, because the next meltdown could drop at 3 a.m. Mid-live stream, mid-argument, mid-rant, mid-anything. You don't want to be late. You don't want to hear it secondhand. You want to be the first one texting your friends, "Oh my God, go check this now." That's the power of staying locked in with us. So hit subscribe, buckle in, and stay messy. Because here at Secret Scoop, we don't chase scandals. Scandals chase us. And trust me, The next explosion is already loading.